You know, my goal in life has never been to follow Congressman Hall after he speaks, because he is such a great speaker and he always has such good jokes, and I was thinking maybe I could come up with some, but don't expect it. I want you to know how honored and humbled I am today to have been endorsed by Congressman Hall and to have him here today. He is a true Texas and American patriot. He's defended our country in wartime and in peacetime. He has defended our country against enemies, both foreign and now domestic. And we need to continue to send him to Washington to fight for us. It's important, it's critical that he continues to be our congressman. And Steve Ministeri mentioned a while ago that we have redistricting coming in Texas next session. One of the things that we're going to have is 3 or 4 new congressmen, 3 or 4 new congressional seats going to Washington. It is very important that we retain control of the Texas legislature, because that's where the redistricting is done, and it's important that we send more congressmen up there to help Congressman Hall and not to vote against Congressman Hall and our own interest. It's also critical that we keep Congressman Hall as our congressman, and that's something else that I'll make sure happens when I'm in the legislature in Austin. That is too important to not make sure that that happens. I want to thank everybody for coming today. It's great that you're here. I want to thank Marjorie Chandler for making this happen. I want to thank Warden Bell. We would not be where we are today without his help and his support. I want to thank Kurt Green and all of his people, James Harrington, Phil Bishop, and Larry Bunn. I want to thank all of them for getting the ball rolling on this today. Without that, we wouldn't be here today. And I want to thank everybody else that has supported us so much and worked so hard to make this event happen. And this event is awesome. It really is. And I'm not sure when the last time Bowie County had the state Republican chairman up here. Somebody could probably tell me different, but it's been a long time as far as I remember, and I really, really appreciate Steve making the trip up here today from Houston, because I know it's not easy. But now you understand how we feel, because we have to go to the rest of the state, and it's not easy for us to get there either. But thank you so much. The issues in my race are really very simple. Stephen Frost, our current state rep, has missed 118 floor votes in the last 2 sessions. To me, that's unacceptable. We send a state representative down to represent us. And when he's not voting, when he's not doing floor votes, he's not doing his job. And I think that is just totally unacceptable. We have an issue with border security. We differ on that. I believe that we've got to secure our borders. I believe before we do anything else, we've got to secure our borders. Stephen Frost doesn't think we should. Now, he has kind of gotten last-minute religion when he found out what a big issue it is up here in HD1. But the truth is that he and his party have fought hard to keep open borders in the United States. I mean, all you have to do is look at Arizona. It's not the Republican Party that's keeping Arizona from enforcing their borders, it's the Democratic Party. It is important that we secure our borders in Texas, and we're going to do that. And kind of going along with that, I've got to give Mr. Frost some credit, because he has worked hard at one thing. For the last 6 years, he's worked overtime along with his party to defeat voter ID. I don't really understand it, but I believe that we must have photo ID in Texas, and I will work hard to pass that bill. And I'll make sure that our legal votes are no longer canceled out by illegal ones. And if you think it doesn't happen, you're wrong. And the other issue is jobs and industry. We have a great place to live. Pretty much all of us can live anywhere we want to live, well, pretty much. But we choose to live here because this is a great place to live and a great place to raise our children and our families. But we've got to have opportunity here. In the 6 years that Mr. Frost has been our state representative, we have lost industry in this district. We have less industry now than we did 6 years ago. And yeah, the last 2 years have been pretty tough, but the first 4 were great. We didn't bring any industry in then either. I believe it's part of the state representative's job to make sure that we have the industry and the business to support the people in a good lifestyle here and to raise our standard of living in this area. And that's something that I will work hard to do when I'm your state representative.